There's an order to this that, believe it or not, as many as 90+% of the people out there playing the market, claiming to be professionals, they don't have this. They don't have this natural order. Entry, stop, profit take. I could only take one. Move stop to break even. Add on the first color change. Separate stop. Profit take one. Profit take one. Move stop to pivot one. Move stop to moving average big bar. Profit take two. Now, why am I taking two after one? Because we're higher. The order of every step in a trade is the trading plan. Most traders don't have an order. Most traders are living each trade in a state of uncertainty. They don't know what's going to come next. They don't know what should come next. They have no outlook for the trade. It's just they're hoping it's working. It's going to work. If they bought, they just hope it goes up. When you have an order and an outlook for the trade, what I mean by outlook is not a prediction. You want to stay away from predictions. Like, I predict this stock is going to go here. No, you want to stay away from that. But you can have an outlook, a framework for the trade. So let me go over that. I were to tell any one of you trained traders, is that a buy? What do you tell me? Of course it is, right? It's a clearing elephant bar. Where is it originating from? And are elephant bars more powerful or more substantial when they originate from something? So clearing elephant bar originating from the 20-period moving average and the PDC. So we can, from this, assess that the odds are higher to the upside than downside, right? That's not a prediction. Do you understand? That's not a prediction. A prediction is, I predict this is going to go to 330. This is not a prediction. This is just a probability assessment. Odds are it's higher. We know this is a buy event. We buy it. What's the next thing that has to happen? What if it doesn't work? We have to protect ourselves. You should always go into a trade understanding that the first thing, the most important thing, is protection. It's more important than your profits. You see, most people, they look up first, but you are being taught to look down first. Let me check my footing first, and then you look up. Once you have your footing, once you have your protection, now we can focus. I'm protected. Now I can focus on doing something. When you're in an airplane and, the recording, and they do it in recording now, they used to do this live, where the stewardesses are standing in front before the plane takes off and they're going over the security protocols, right? And what's always said is, in the case of an emergency, you put the oxygen on first before you start helping someone else, right? It's the same in trading. You protect yourself first. Boom. Stop. Now we can focus on all of this. Most traders have this backwards. They focus up and they don't focus down. So the down surprises them if and when that happens. They're not prepared for it. We protect ourselves. The first thing is, to me, these go together: entry, protection. I don't even see them separately. Now we can focus on, we're protected. We can focus on the framework. The plan tells us, if I have identified my item, clearing elephant bar, that's what I've identified my item. The location of the item, or the position of the item, I'll put location, position. Position is, I'm above everything here, but I'm not far above it. See, this is far above it. I'm above, but I'm not far above. The position is great. You got position, I would say that's position 1. So my entry is what? Which one? Anticipation. Once you're in, you're immediately protecting. They actually go together. The initial stop is the event. I don't want to lose my event. My event is the clearing elephant bar. So I don't want to lose my event, right? In an anticipatory way with 2 lots. I would actually think that this warrants 3 lots because it's clearing elephant bar. We know those are more powerful. So if 2 lots is normal, 1 extra lot is more than normal. So we're going to go 3 lots here. You know that entering and protecting is simultaneously. I'm going to use the event as my stop. I don't want the market to remove my event. It's too powerful. If the market takes my event away, then I have no reason for the trade. The event was my reason. The very next thing that you should be, your framework should be expecting is to add to this. It shouldn't be to profit take. That's what the novice's first thing is. The novice is, as soon as I buy, I want to make money. The professional is, as soon as I get in, is there an opportunity to add? That's more professional than I hope I make money as soon as you get in. No, I hope there's an add opportunity. That's the professional mindset. There's one statement that covers most of our ads, right? The first color change. Add is next. And your first real color change comes there. Boom. Bernie's saying, Oliver, if at the moment it is being eliminated, it happens before the first minute, can we take it right there or should we wait? I would say in the beginning you should wait. The only time you have a right not to wait is if it's off the 200. We're off the 20 here. I would wait. If you're off the flat 200, you don't have to wait if you don't want to. So write that distinction down. We're off the 20 here, not the 200. So I would say waiting is going to serve you the best. Some of you are taking the hidden ones too crazy. I'm actually starting to get a little bothered by it. Every little tiny wiggle for a few cents is not a hidden RBI or anything like that. It's got to be decent, not big, but it's got to be decent where I don't need to squint my eye and tilt my head to the left to see it. Here is your first color change. Now, you do, before that, you actually get a profit take. You're looking for an ad, but you do get a profit take here. Would you say? Would you say you get profit taking rights? Yeah, because you get 3 pushes. So you get a 3 push, 1, 2, 3. So after your entry, you get 1, 2, 3. Profit take. You have a right to take profits. Let's say you take 1. When I used to be strict with you with this, I'm less strict now, believe it or not. I used to be very strict where you could not take 2 out of 3 because 2 out of 3 would throw you over half of your position. So then you were stuck with 1. And so if we really want to be strict, you can't take more than 1 here because the real strict rule is you can sell up to 1/2, but you can't sell more than 1/2 on the first profit take. So this would force you to take just 1. What's the next step? We move and protect the open gains by moving to break even on the remaining 2. So this becomes 2 and this becomes our new stop where we entered. So we've got two lots left. We can add on this color change if you like. And I would actually give this one its own separate stop. I wouldn't want those tails broken. So for this add, 1A, I'm going to do A as a stop here. So I've got 2 stops. I've got the break-even stop on the remaining 2, and I've got the A stop on my add. And as this grows like this and starts to leave, I would say about here, what happens is that it starts to leave this middle part. When this starts to show me that, wait a minute, that little red pause there is starting to, it looks like that's going to be the middle. What does this tell me? That's right, that we're going into whale type 3. Move up, brief pause, move up to make the pause the middle. This is actually starting to make the pause the middle. So now I know I have to apply whale trailing stop techniques. What's the number 1 whale trailing stop combo? You guys know it. Somebody type it for me. Big bar moving average. So we're going to put the 8-period moving average on here. And what we're going to do is we're going to vacillate between big bars. Here's a big bar. My stop is under. until the 8 passes it. Boom, now it's to the 8. Now I'm doing the 8 until I get the next big bar. Now, understand that this bar is happening when the 8 is right there. So which one's higher, the 8 or the low of that bar? The low of that bar is higher. So you take the higher of the two and you stop out. Boom. Now, there could be profit taking on the way here because remember you still have 3 lots. 2 from the original position and 1 from the add. Remember, I would say you have a right to take profits up in this area. I'd want you to take a profit on that bar. Why? Because what kind of bar is this getting close to? Exhaustion, right? So you want to take, so it's not near anything. You see how this bar is near something at least? This one's a little closer, but this one's further away. That's a profit taking one for sure. And I would say if you are still in it here, this is profit taking at the new high level, but this is close. So it's okay not to take a profit on that bar. Why is this really not a profit? It's too close, really. It's too close to a pause and it's too close to a moving average. It's too close here. But maybe here you can start, and definitely there. There's an order to this that, believe it or not, as many as 90+% of the people out there playing the market, claiming to be professionals, they don't have this. They don't have this natural order. Entry, stop, profit take. I could only take one. Move, stop to break even. Add on the first color change, separate stop, profit take one, profit take one, move stop to pivot one, move stop to moving average big bar, profit take two. Now, why am I taking 2 after 1? Because we're higher. The higher you are, the heavier you want to profit take. Because the higher you are, the closer you are to a pullback. Your profit taking should be in the form of a pyramid. Your first profit take is smaller than the second one and the third one, where you profit take in an inverted pyramid in a diamond shape. So that next profit take can be heavier than the first one. This is not the first one. This is the first one, actually. So you could literally do 1, 2, and 3. But every single time there's an add, I like to recount. So because we added here, this is my first profit take again. Because like the add like sort of resets the play for me. It doesn't matter to me which version you use. That's just the way I think about it. The add resets it. So this is my first profit after entering. Again, here's my second profit. And then I'm trailing out on the rest and I'm out. This removes the ego. This removes the need to think very much. It removes all guesswork. It's methodical. It's almost like template form. And it's consistent. You apply this framework to everything. You force every trade to bleed through that framework or it gets eliminated.